Welcome to the Yellowjacket Sting Simulation Editor. Getting started with your new simulation is quick and easy. First, we will add a new object to the canvas. This can be done by clicking on the Add Object tool and then clicking on the canvas, or we can right-click the canvas, select Add Object, and then left-click to place the new object. Now that we've created a couple of objects, we can quickly add motion by creating a path for each object that we want to move. To do this, we have the option of choosing the Add Path tool drop-down and selecting the type of path that we want, or we can right-click on the object, hover over Add Path, and choose the type of path that we want. For this demonstration, we will add a circular path where one object revolves around the other. The types of motion that we can create are virtually endless, and they're easy to accomplish with Yellowjacket Sting. Let's add a different type of motion to a new object. First, we will create the new object, and then we will right-click the object to add a path. This time, we will choose a line path that moves around the canvas. It should be noted that at any time, we can choose to undo as many steps as necessary, as well as redo steps that have been undone. This makes it easy to try new things without having to worry about ruining our work. Now that we have our objects and paths in place, let's see the simulation in action. To do this, we will first click the Play button. Next, we will be prompted to name our new simulation. Once it's named, the Sting player will open in a new window. Finally, we will click the Play button again to run the simulation. While running the simulation, we can also access the fast forward, slow down, pause, and stop controls on the player. Also, if we want to jump to a particular part of the simulation, we can simply click on that part of the progress bar. Once we're done with the player, we can simply close the player window. Once we've created a simulation, we can easily edit the work that we've done. Let's turn this simulation into a simple solar system demo. To start, let's double-click on an object to bring up the full properties for that object. To make it easier to identify the object, we will go ahead and change the name from Object 1 to Sun. Let's also change the icon for the object by clicking on the Browse button and navigating to the planet icons. We can then select the Sun for this object. We can also choose to change the size of the icon at this time. In addition to double-clicking objects, you can also access them through the object tree. Let's click on Object 2 to bring up its properties. Now let's change the name to Earth. Next, we will choose an appropriate mid-sized icon for this object. Now let's switch to the Path tab and make the motion a continuous loop. We'll finish by clicking OK. We can also access the properties for elements other than objects, such as paths. Let's select the line path that we created earlier for object number 3. If an adjustment in the path is needed, we can simply grab one of the vertices and drag it to where it needs to be. For this simulation, let's go ahead and delete the line path, move object number 3 closer to the Earth, and then set up a circle path that rotates around the Earth. If we inadvertently make the path too big, we can once again grab one of the vertices to adjust the size and position of the path. One final way you can access an object's settings is by clicking on its name in the timeline. Let's click on Object 3 there, change its name to Moon, and select an appropriate small-sized icon. We also want to make sure that the Moon's motion tracks with the Earth. So under Object Tracking, we will click the Track Radio button and choose to have it track the Earth. Now we can choose the Path tab and increase the speed of the motion, as well as make it a continuous loop. With all of that in one place, let's now click the Play button to open the Sting player, and then click the Play button again to run the simulation. Since everything is running smoothly, let's close the player. Thanks for watching, and please check out our other tutorial videos to learn even more about the Yellowjacket Sting Simulation Editor.